Alright guys, here's a video going over what we just kind of looked at, for a little bit more support. So here we're just trying to figure out the same thing we did. How can we find the volume of the sphere here in the middle, so the ball, right? And we still know that all three shapes have the same radius and they have the same height, okay? They have the same radius and the same height. So, excuse me. So here I kind of demonstrated that. And for this demonstration, our radius was 6. So all the shapes have a radius of 6. You can see the cone has it, the sphere has it, and the cylinder has it. And notice here what I did with the sphere. I went out to the side, so from the center of the sphere to the edge, and also from the center of the sphere down, right, to the bottom edge of the sphere, okay? Just to kind of demonstrate that since this is a ball, right, we can go in any kind of direction and it'll still be the same radius from distance from the center to the edge of the sphere. All right. So the first question here is, what is the height of the sphere? All right. So if we look at this and think of it again, this is like a ball, like a baseball, basketball, whatever you want to think of, soccer ball. It has a radius of 6. So going up and down, if we're thinking about the height of this, well, halfway is 6. So if we go up from the center up, that's another 6, right? It's another 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. So our radius or our height here of the sphere is 12. Okay, 6 plus 6. And then our next question is, what is the height of the cylinder? Well, all these are the same height. They're the same height. So if the sphere is 12, right? If the sphere is 12, then guess what? The cylinder also has to be 12. Right? They're both the same height, so they have to both be 12 high, okay? And then the third question is, it says, what is the volume of the cylinder? So if we are thinking about the volume of our cylinder here, we learned that the volume of a cylinder is pi times our radius to the second power times its height, okay? So pi, well, I'm just gonna put it equal here. So volume equals pi times, and instead of our radius, which is, r here, we know our radius is given to us. It's 6. Our radius is 6, so I'll say 6 to the second power, and then times our height. Well, what's our height? Our height is 12. Our height is 12, okay? So then we'll just keep going. So we bring down pi again. We're just keeping pi. And then that's multiplied times 6 to the second power. Remember, when we raise something to the second power, it's multiplied times itself, sorry. So it'd be 6 times 6, which is 36, and then times 12, which is our height, okay? And then we'll keep going. So pi, we just keep our pi, times, and then 36 times 12 is 432. 432. And so pi times 432 is the same as 432 times pi, or just 432 pi. Okay? And then it asks, what is the volume of the cone? Okay, so we know this is the volume of our cylinder. So we can use that information over here, okay? And we know that the volume of our cylinder, or volume of our cone, is just the volume of our cylinder. Same thing. Look at these equations. Same here. Same here. Okay, these are the same things. But for the volume of the cone, we just need to divide it by 3. Remember, it takes 3 cones to fill up one cylinder. So we just divide it by 3. So we have our volume is going to be equal to 432 pi divided by 3. And that would just equal 144. So 144 pi right here, okay? So that is our volume. So that's our volume of our cone. This is the volume of our cylinder. And so then the last question says, what is the volume of our sphere? What is the volume of our sphere? So what we figured out, to find the volume of the sphere, all we need to do is take the volume of the cone, or volume of the cylinder over here. So we take 432 pi and subtract away the volume of the cone. Remember, we poured that one cone in. That was the amount of water left over on the outside. So we just subtract away the 144 pi here, and that leaves us with 288 pi. 288 pi is the volume of our sphere. All right, thanks.